at Taiwan. I'm Liao with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Morris Chang founded Taiwan's now legendary chipmaker TSMC in 1987 after spending 25 years at Texas Instruments. Chang retired in 2018 at the age of 87, but immediately began writing about his life. Now releasing the second part of his autobiography, Chang looks back at his career and the inspiration behind it. Cadence Quaranta reports.
Retired, but not unproductive. At age 93, tech giant Morris Chang may no longer be leading Taiwan's largest chip company, but he's just released the second part of his autobiography, a 600-page chronicle of his distinguished career. And he says writing it wasn't easy.
不好玩，太苦了。这个我应该说也不是完全不好玩，可是这个苦的时候多，高兴的时候少。
Chang is the founder of TSMC, which some have called the most important company in the world. It manufactures around 90% of the world's most advanced microchips, tiny pieces of silicon with electronic circuits that power everything from iPhones to cars to fighter jets. The company's chip production has made Taiwan central to the global economy and fueled fears that if China's threats to invade the country become a reality, advanced chip manufacturing would grind to a halt. It's been 25 years since Chang published the first half of his autobiography, which covers his childhood and early life. He has said he wanted to retire from TSMC before starting the second half, which he took years to finish. It's a rare look through his eyes into how the company was born. In the book, Chang recounts moving to Taiwan in 1985 after working in the US for some 30 years, recruited to head a government-funded research organization here. Before this, he'd only visited Taiwan a few times, but in the book calls the move a rendezvous with destiny because it led him to found TSMC in 1987. Chang gives previously unknown details, like that he once asked NVIDIA founder Jensen Huang to be the company's CEO, which Huang turned down. Chang also writes about his time as Taiwan's representative to the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC, a role he served multiple times. At his book launch, some of Taiwan's leading business people and politicians were in attendance, including former President Tsai Ing-wen, a testament to Chang's significance to the country.
我跟 Morris 的记忆从不认识到有一些摩擦，到后来一起完成了一些任务。我必须要说，和一个人生充满历练、经验还有智慧的人互动学习，是我从政生涯中非常重要的篇章。
Tsai went on to say that thanks to Chang's work and TSMC, the world's current technological developments like AI cannot do without Taiwan's microchips. Reason enough to celebrate Chang as the pride of Taiwan. Ryan Wu, Alec McDonald, and Cadence Quaranta for TaiwanPlus.
One of Taipei's largest tracts of agricultural land has come under threat. As Taiwan's capital continues to expand, local farmers and residents are pushing back to protect a valuable plot of urban greenery. Wesley Lewis has more.
Known as the lungs of Taipei, this tract of land called the Guandu Plains is one of the few remaining agricultural areas in Taiwan's expanding capital. It's 5 square kilometers in the city's north, still hosts a farming community. But with land at a premium, officials and developers have been looking to build up this area, a move that farmers here say would be disastrous for the city.
当然是反对啊，它有湿地，有很多绿，都要靠这里来净化。对，就是台北市的肺，很重要啊。你把肺那个破坏掉了，你看台北市会怎样？
In recent years, the neighborhoods around the Guandu Plains have rapidly developed, becoming more accessible with its connection to the city's metro system. But the nearest station is still 3 kilometers away from the plains. And while there have been proposals to construct new government buildings and to even move the presidential office here, locals have petitioned against it, and they have the support of agricultural officials.
在整个关渡平原区来讲，它绝对不只有农业而已。在整个都市计划的一个发展来讲，它是包括防灾的功能啊，比如说滞洪的一个地方，调节气候、风廊的功能，这是一个多目标的一个平原区。
Agricultural officials say the vast greenery here counteracts the urban heat island effect, and provides Taipei with natural carbon storage. The green space has now also fostered an educational environment, with local farms and educators introducing youth programs, offering children an opportunity to roll up their sleeves and learn about sustainable farming practices.
如果他的童年回忆里面有真正关于这个土地的记忆，那我觉得你可以去想象，这个下一代他会成为一个可能会更尊敬土地的商人、企业家，或更在意永续的一个人。
By teaching children, the farmers and educators here hope to sprout a new generation of environmentally conscious youth, as they remain set on protecting the city's lungs from encroaching urban sprawl, upholding not just their unique way of life, but also the well-being of all who call Taipei home. Ethan Chen and Wesley Lewis for TaiwanPlus.
Tourists are finally returning to Peru after a rough period for a country rocked by years of protests, strikes, and the world's deadliest COVID figures. But a new round of civil unrest is dealing yet another blow to the tourism industry. Reese Ayers reports from Peru.
The ancient terraces of Machu Picchu, alive with tourists once again. Visitor numbers finally back to pre-pandemic levels. It's a welcome return for residents in the nearby town of Aguascalientes, including Yubitsa Corimania, who works in a local souvenir market.
Hola, buenas tardes.
She saw her income decimated over the last 5 years.
Pero no había nadie. Era era como un pueblo abandonado. Sí. Era muy triste porque todo estaba cerrado, no había comida, no había medicamentos.
COVID-19 hit Peru hard. Visitor numbers dropped by around 80% during the pandemic, with the country's mortality rate the highest for the disease in the world. Succeeding years of civil unrest have also taken their toll on the tourism industry. And despite numbers now bouncing back, the troubles aren't over, as protests and transport strikes continue to target tourist hotspots. Many places in Peru rely heavily on tourism to sustain the local economy, including this city, Cusco, a major stopover point for one of Peru's top attractions, Machu Picchu. Disruptions to transport links here can have wide-reaching implications. Roughly 200,000 people in Cusco work directly in the tourism sector, close to half of the city's entire population.
También mayormente mucho nos afecta porque, como dices, que cierran lo que serían los aeropuertos, las calles, las carreteras que conectan entre Cusco con otras regiones. Entonces el turismo también se paraliza acá.
Though damaging to the local economy, the years-long lack of visitors provided an opportunity for the Culture Ministry to re-evaluate how attractions like Machu Picchu operate and better protect the ancient sites.
Entonces, a la fecha, tenemos 3 circuitos y 10 rutas que permiten a 4.500 en época baja y 5.600 turistas en época alta de visitar el sitio de forma ordenada sin que la conservación del sitio del monumento se vea afectada.
But it might be a while before visitor numbers stabilize, as Peru is still grappling with civil and political turmoil, leaving those who rely on a steady flow of tourists fearing a return to economic uncertainty. Scott Huang, Harel Hughes, and Reese Ayers in Peru for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, today we take you to a ski resort in Maine in the US, where hundreds of people dressed as Santa Claus skied together to raise money for charity. I'm Liao. Take care and see you next time.